Haste.
Hey everybody, it's Mithrix time, and you too can enjoy slinging this big ass hammer around and beating the crap out of mobs, just like he does to me. Anyways, this week's playable mod is none other than Mithrix himself, brought to you by CDClarke. As always, links in the description down below for the download link. Now, let's get on to what you can do as Mithrix. If you don't know who Mithrix is already, then you probably haven't beaten the game yet, which I highly suggest that you start doing because it's super fun to get to the end stage. But Mithrix is the king of nothing and descends from the lunar throne to test himself out against the creatures of this planet. Mithrix's primary skill is Lunar Sledge. You swing the great Lunar Sledge down, dealing 300% damage and restoring 5 Lunar Shards for each enemy hit. Lunar Shards is Mithrix's secondary skill, and I'll cover that next, but using Mithrix's primary skill just feels very good when you're using it to slap enemies around, just like he does when he slaps me around. It's slow and chunky, as all things should be, but you don't get the satisfaction of one-shotting mobs until later when you get to stack those sweet damage modifiers. Mithrix's secondary skill is Lunar Shards. When using it, you fire a homing Lunar Shard that deals 150% damage for each shard. You can stack a total of 10 shards and you'll recover 1 shard per second. When using Mithrix's primary skill, you have to hit a mob to gain the 5 Lunar Shards back, so you can't just swing his hammer around and then gain shards for no reason. The cool thing with this mod is that the backup magazine actually works, so you can gain additional shard totals for each magazine that you have. I know it's not much, but if you're in the late game and you have multiple magazines, then you'll have plenty of shards to throw around at those pesky wisps. Now, if you haven't already noticed, Mithrix is dummy slow, but hey, it's the trade-off that I'm willing to take for swinging this big ass Thor hammer around. Mithrix's utility skill is Lunar Agility and lets him shift a moderate distance. It holds 3 charges and regenerates a charge every 2 seconds. This skill lets Mithrix travel short distances much easier instead of sprinting like he's in quicksand. The skill doesn't do any damage, so you have to be strategic when you use it, but being able to dash, even though it's a short distance, is very useful when using it to avoid attacks from golems and getting out of line of sight from wandering vagrants. Now, onto Mithrix's special skill, which is his best skill, the Crushing Leap. I know we've all seen this skill before, but never to be used in your own hands. His Crushing Leap allows Mithrix to jump in the air, gaining a massive armor buff, followed by invulnerability, and then lets you choose anywhere on the map to land. Once you choose your location, Mithrix will crash down and release the ground quakes for a 500% damage each. Not only is this skill great for killing huge mobs at the teleporter, but it's Mithrix's greatest movement skill, which kinda makes up for his moonwalking speed. Using Mithrix as a character takes a little getting used to, since you'll mostly want to run around the map, but his lack of sprint speed will force you to play differently, mainly using his special skill to target locations where mobs are spawning to minimize the time spent running around. However, once you're able to get the hang of it and then get into the late game, stacking movement speed items will make Mithrix's sprint then become decent, and then play almost like a normal character. But hey, what can we expect from a man not used to actual gravity? There's nothing better than playing as Mithrix and getting to the final stage only to fight Mithrix as Mithrix using the PlayableMithrix mod. I highly suggest that you all try this mod out. It's definitely a great character mod to try out at least once. That's all for this mod of the week. Let me know in the comments what your current favorite mod is, or if you want me to review another mod. And always, remember to subscribe for more content. Love you guys and see you in the next video.